Alright, so today is my leg day. I'm going to start out with a weighted decline crunch. And I just want to ensure the quality of movement as always. Just really making sure that I squeeze the shit out of my abs at the top of the movement. And the real key to having good abs, in my opinion, is hitting them every day. So there's certain muscle groups that you can afford to hit every day if you do it right. And that is abs and calves. So I'm not doing this to any specific number. I'm just waiting for my body to give me the signal and say that it's enough. And then I'll drop the weight and I'll continue without the weight. And this is my warm-up set, so I'm not necessarily pushing myself to total failure yet. So I'm going to bust them out. Yep, not really much to say here. I use this in a few different ab exercises just to keep it fresh. Alright, now we're moving to the leg press with the high foot placement. So I have 2 leg days per week. I have a posterior chain leg day and I have a quad focused leg day. So the high foot placement is going to light up my posterior chain. I have 610 pounds loaded on right now, and I'll do 20 reps for my warm-up. And legs, they require special attention if you really want to develop them the right way. You really have to be brutal with legs. So I do it pyramid style. I have my warm-up set, which is 20 reps, another set at 15, another set at 12, and then one set at 10. My final set is my heaviest set. Yep, that was effort. Okay, here's my top set. So for my top set, I have 830 pounds. And someone's going to have to double check that. Yeah, you can see me shaking. It's definitely hard. It hurts. But that's how you get it. That's how it should be done. You really just want to feel it in your glutes and your hamstrings, and you'll probably feel it a little bit in your quads as well. All right, now we're moving on to the seated leg curl. This is my favorite exercise to isolate my hamstrings. I have it set to 225 pounds. I'll crank out about 10 reps, deload down to 160. Do my best to crank out more. And this is another exercise that you really feel it. Like, if you're doing it right, it will hurt. Like, there's no way around it. I prefer this one to the Lang variant because I don't know, when you're sitting, you give your hamstring the ability to be completely elongated. And I don't really get that when I'm laying down. So doing it like this, it seems to work better. All right, now we're moving on to the hip adductor, also known as the good girl machine. And I do this for glute isolation. It's a very narrow range of motion, but if you do it with the right weight, it works very well. I have it set to 140 pounds, and I'll just crank them out until it hurts, drop it down to 110, and do it again. So I start off my exercises with my heavy compound movements, and then I work my way down into isolation movements. So I preserve my energy for the lifts that really matter to me. All right, now we're moving on to the seated calf raise. And it's not a very good angle, I will admit. But I have 2 plates loaded on right now. I'll do approximately 10 reps with 2 plates, and then I'll deload down to 1 plate, and I'll do more. And then I'll walk over to that black riser right there, and I'll do standing calf raises. Once I get over there, you'll have an opportunity to see my calves. I definitely want better calves, but I'm also capable of appreciating where they are now. I've come a long way. And this is a very long set, a very painful set. If you do this exercise right, it definitely hurts too. You just throw it on the ground. I also do a variant of this exercise using the leg press. Do calf raises with the leg press. Works pretty well. I'm just a really big fan of exercises that are easy to set up, because I figure I'm playing the long game. I want to do stuff that I can maintain over a very long period of time. And there you can see some of the details. Yep, and at this point, I'm thinking about my post-workout meal. So I finish off with 20 minutes of cardio, just to break a good sweat, make sure I stay insulin sensitive. That's pretty much all she wrote.